Hi Capricorn, welcome to your March 2020 reading. My name is Michelle. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Special welcome to my podcast listeners on Apple and Spotify. Let's take a look at your oracle cards, Capricorn. I'm going to pull one from the Witch's Oracle. Firstly, and this will be your main energy for the month, the energy around Capricorn for the month of March, please, Spirit Guides. For the month of March for Capricorn. Spider, I've been getting that a lot for a lot of signs. It speaks about patterns, recognizing patterns. Also, it's about the possibility of feeling stuck. If you can imagine a spider there in his web and he's trapped his prey, that kind of feeling. Let's get a spirit animal oracle for Capricorn. Beautiful, the snow leopard, self-reliance. I love that. It's beautiful, independent energy. And let's get a card from the Moon Oracle for the focus. Whoa, I'm going to pop that one back in. And let's see. For the month of March, please, for Capricorn. The focus is disillusion. Okay, the waning water moon. So let's take a look at this, Capricorn. So Capricorn, the snow leopard is kind of the hermit of the natural world, if you think about it. They live in the harsh climates of the Himalayas, where they cloak themselves in invisibility. Their inner knowing is enhanced by observation. So snow leopard as your ally, Capricorn, means that intuition is your gift, and the more that you use it, the more accurate and successful and responsive it becomes. Of course, with snow leopard as the totem, you may need solitude this month. You could require time alone, otherwise you could begin to feel a bit stuck or stifled. There's a feeling here of honouring this need within you before you start to move forward, so taking some time for yourself. Snow leopard people do their best thinking, creating and problem solving by themselves, and they are master survivors. So it's a silence to this card, but a silent beauty. So yes, there's solitude, but it's beautiful solitude. The spider, as I said, speaks of becoming unstuck. Where there was a feeling of being trapped, there is freedom. And it's about recognizing past patterns as well, not repeating those patterns, ungluing yourself from the past and past behaviours. The overall focus here is one of disillusionment, so there may have been a recent ending. It's watery energy, so there are emotions tied into this. Could be an emotional ending of some kind, maybe a love relationship. So Capricorn, let's take a look for you. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Swords. So where there is solitude, there is also clarity found during that solitude. Let's do a few more shuffles. Yeah, there's a feeling here of freedom, but I'm not actually picking it up as anything that, yes, there's emotions tied up into this, but at the end of the day, I do feel you sense, or you have this innate inner knowing that something good will come of this. I think you know that deep down, Capricorn. So let's see. Could be you, of course, can be vice versa. If you're cross-watching, a Capricorn this may be a Capricorn in your life. So let's take a look at some cards. There's the Hermit, but he's in the reverse. The Knight of Wands, okay. Judgment in reverse. The Page of Wands. Queen of Wands. Two of Swords in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse. The Six of Wands. Wow, I love that middle column. Beautiful wand energy. And Two of Wands. The overall focus here is justice. I love that. Love it for you, Capricorn. Absolutely love it. So justice is being served. Justice will be served in the month of March. The snow leopard and self-reliance. There's a very strong independence around you for the month. Yes, it's often solitary, but the thing is, integrity is important to you. There's a feeling around you of using your intuition and letting your life unfold in a quiet kind of confident way. Now, the feeling that I'm getting around you with the Hermit in the reverse is that you have to be a bit careful of spending too much time in this place of solitude in March. Yes, it can become a bit comfortable. I sense that. But I actually feel for you, you're going to come out of that period of time pretty quickly once you realize intuitively that there is this call to something better. That's what I was feeling when I was shuffling the cards there, that soon you're going to realize that although there is some disillusionment, some sadness about an emotional issue that's recently come to a conclusion, something good will come of it. Now, with Judgment in reverse, I do feel that you have heard this. You may have pretended it wasn't there at some point. Maybe you just thought it was something that wasn't real. I do get that kind of energy. You may have been thinking to yourself, well, I kind of feel like there's something better for me, or there's something more, but it doesn't really feel real. It's more an intuitive energy. And Capricorn, you like things to be real. You like facts. You like to have proof of something. And I don't feel that you've had that in the past. You haven't had that proof, although you've had this feeling instinctively that this call to action, something more for you. Right in the center, I see you needing to spend that time listening to your intuition, where there has been conflict in decision making, maybe a choice between two things, maybe between a relationship and staying single, or perhaps between a choice of two relationships for some of you Capricorns. I see you right in the center coming up as this Queen of Wands energy. And although you're not a fire sign, it's a beautiful wand energy telling me that for you, you have this confidence about you, this sense of self-reliance, of independence, of beauty, of stepping into your own power, and thereby getting this spark back, that more youthful kind of energy, a sense of adventure, willing to try different things. So where there has been a feeling of being stuck or confined in the past with the spider, I see this as you getting your freedom back and getting your sense of independence and your sense of self, who you are. In the future, I get a beautiful energy of future success, victory, overcoming difficulties, overcoming any kind of challenges in the past that you've had, anything that was unfair, anything that, and I mean truly unfair, I don't mean things that you thought were unfair. I think this is more about things that were truly unfair, that were done to you by other people as absolutely no fault of your own. And there's a difference, because sometimes we can think that we're being unjustly treated, but it may just be us pretending that we didn't have a part to play. But in your instance, I actually feel that you didn't have any part to play in some kind of injustice in the past. I sense that. And I'm getting this feeling that this is the universe here trying to give you an assist, kind of a leg up in putting things right, rebalancing your scales, because you deserve it. There's deserving energy around you. And why? It's because you're letting go of the past and letting go of past patterns. Anything that wasn't serving you is being left behind, and as a result of that, you're being rewarded. It's a beautiful solar plexus chakra energy that I'm feeling around this. Cards of action and passion and response. So where there is anything new coming into your life in March, I feel like you're going to respond very passionately towards it, and you're going to go for it. And because of that, I get an energy of victory around this. Where there is any kind of pattern in life, that is being revealed to you during this time where you've been analysing your life. A solitary practice, I feel. Now there is this energy of you knowing that you can consciously create what you want from this point onward. So situations that have been stuck for you are passing. You're no longer feeling trapped by anyone or anything, and with this renewed sense of freedom, you can move forward and rebuild your life, and there's joy around this. And self-expression, joy in expressing yourself. So it's really beautiful energy. Capricorn, I'm going to pull out some clarifiers here from the Lenormands. I do think that you've got choices, you've got a decision to make, what to do next. The thing is, I don't see you making the choice in March, but I see you readying yourself for the next step during this time of solitude, I feel, when you're being single. But I don't feel that you're unhappy to be single. I actually feel that yes, there's some sadness about the past, of course, but I see you overcoming that during this month and being ready to move on with a sense of purpose and a sense of victory. Really good things. So feeling like things are where they're supposed to be, or you're where you're supposed to be. So let's see. Got the Hermit in reverse. So there is a man here. Now this could be the man that you're dealing with, or Capricorn, if this is vice versa, this may be the male that you are, that is a Capricorn, or is someone that's affecting you. I'm actually getting a sense that's the other person. That's the other person. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands and the Anchor. So where there has been a feeling of things being stuck, I get that there is an uprooting of the anchor. They're pulling up the anchor and there's movement. So if you're dealing with someone, I feel this is different to the disillusion energy. I feel that the disillusion is in the past. That's another situation. This person here is new energy with that Knight of Wands. It's a situation that's kind of been on hold, or it's been there in the background. Could have been somebody from way back in the past. But I feel like where there has been a lack of movement there with that person, there is going to be movement here in either just recently or in quite soon in the month of March. We've got the Judgment card in reverse with the Tree. The Tree is all about health. Mental health, physical health. There's also a sense of a soul connection with this as well. So with the Judgment card, I feel that this is the call to a very strong connection, a soul tie with this particular person. And there hasn't been movement on it in the past, but I feel like there is going to be movement. Let's see. Yeah, the Page of Wands. I feel like you're going to hear news about travel. You may even receive an invitation to travel, or vice versa. We've got the Queen of Wands with the Fish. That's beautiful energy. For you, Capricorn, it's a sense of abundance. Feeling like your ships have come in, like you've really got a lot of choice in front of you. And there's a sense when it comes to having choices in your life, there's a sense of having maybe a bit too many. It's kind of like ending something here has opened the floodgates, and now there is all of this abundance around you. So it's the opposite of scarcity for you, Capricorn, in March. There's no lack here. There's an abundance of things, choices, joy, happiness, really good energy. And we also have the Whip card with the Two of Swords in reverse. Conflict around making this choice. What do I do? What do I do? What decision do I need to make? You're being called to listen to your intuition and go with your gut feeling rather than overthinking. We have the Five of Cups in reverse with the Man. Okay, we've got two men here. So I feel for a lot of you Capricorns, you have two men to choose from, or two women, however that works out for you. And I get a feeling here that you're going to let go of one. Obviously, I don't feel that you're going to keep these two going at the same time. One's just going out of your life. I feel it's the person that you've become disillusioned by, the older energy, the one who has the most pain or struggle or has kept you stuck. It's that person that is being let go of. There is some sadness around this, but at the same time there's a sense of purpose in moving forward, knowing that there's something else for you with that Six of Wands, and we've got the bouquet. So with someone new coming in, I feel like there's going to be an expression of admiration towards you, and likewise you to them. It's feeling like a really positive, very successful energy around this gift or this invitation that this person comes in. And we have the Two of Wands and the Rider. So you have a choice to make on what to do here. What's your next move, Capricorn? And Justice and the Ring. Wow. You could even have two suitors here, and it's regarding union, a connection, a very strong connection. One of them could even be proposing marriage or something like that. Yes, wow. Okay, let's have a look at this Snow Leopard card. The Snow Leopard card for Capricorn. We have the Cross. Yeah, there's a sense of not becoming burdened by a state of self-reliance. But the thing is, I feel like I'm talking to a Capricorn here who is happy to be alone but can become a bit too comfortable. And I think there's also a deep need, deep down, if you really think about it, that you do want someone in your life. You do want a companion. But you want it to be a stronger connection, a deeper connection. You're not looking for anything that's just frivolous or something that is short term. You're looking longer range. Let's take a look at the Spider card for Capricorn. The Spider. What is the Spider for Capricorn? We have the Child. It's a new beginning. It's a wonderful fresh start. It's kind of like a rebirth. I'm getting a rebirth energy around that. And let's look at the Disillusion card. What is this disillusion about? Okay. Well, that's you, I feel. A sense of disillusionment in love. Yeah, possibly. But the thing is, I feel like that energy is starting to wane, because at the other end of it, there's coming out the other side and realizing, you know what? Things aren't as bad as all that, because look what happens. As soon as one thing goes, I see you having another choice. So if there's a situation here where there's an ending with someone, maybe that person, you may not have the choice. Some of you may not have the choice between this person and the other person. One of them leaves. I feel it's this Five of Cups in reverse energy. The gentleman here that's and could leave, potentially. And although there is sadness about that, very soon after, like almost immediately, before you've even had time to even kind of blink, I get that there's somebody else coming in. And it looks really good. It could potentially lead to marriage, to long-term commitment. So Capricorn, wow, let's take a look. What needs to be surrendered here for Capricorn with this reading? What needs to be surrendered for Capricorn? What needs to be surrendered for Capricorn? What needs to be surrendered? Surrender to your full power. My goodness, yes. Look at you here, right in the center. Queen of Wands, Page of Wands. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. I think you're playing it small with this other person here, Capricorn. No more. No. I get you getting your confidence back not long after this ending here. So it's really rather a beautiful energy. And I'm going to get one more card, Oracle, for you, for Capricorn. Let's see. Message for Capricorn for this reading. What does Capricorn need to hear? Okay, let's take a look at that one. I don't think I've ever had that one before, so some new energy for you. Let's take a look what we have. Number 16. So Capricorn, we do have the card of, distance, isolation and perspective. Physical distance or emotional detachment serve to give us a greater comprehensive view. Distance may also provide a clearer overall perspective than a close-up would. From this vantage point, we can often get the big picture and reach conclusions. So here a solitary woman strolls a desolate beach, her isolation providing a point of reflection. Distanced from the influence of others, this is a scene of personal contemplation. The floating monoliths provide perspective and suggest the distances with greater emphasis than would an empty sky. Yeah, so perhaps representing issues in her life, their distance reinforce her isolation, but may also provide her with the perspective and clarity of vision that she is seeking. So we need to strike a balance when assessing a situation. Are we too closely involved or should we step back? Okay, so distance not only gives that sense of nostalgia, but also objectivity. Yeah, I feel like this is a situation with this person. I feel like there's been distance between you and another person, not the one that's leaving, but the other one that's coming in. I feel like there's been physical distance between the two of you, and it's created perspective. It was time that was needed apart physically to gain perspective, and I feel that perspective is being gained. And I feel like there is going to be, where there was a stasis, where there was nothing moving, there is going to be movement at some point in March with this person. I feel coming back from the past. Could be an ex, but it also could be just a past connection that was missed at the time. Perhaps the timing wasn't right, or they were in another connection that they were having difficulty getting themselves out of. But I do feel that there's movement around that person. There's travel involved. Either you're traveling towards them or they're traveling towards you. And I feel like it could lead to potential marriage. But we'll see where this goes, Capricorn. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. Please like and share. If you're a new person, consider subscribing. I'd love to have you. And don't forget to press the notification bell. Special thanks to my podcast listeners on Apple and Spotify. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, Gypsy Insights by Michelle, for more readings. Thanks again, Capricorn. Please take care. If you'd like a personal reading, my email is gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email is also in the box below. Bye, Capricorn.